Come on, Bob. You can do it. Push, push. You gotta breathe. Nice. 20 pounds. Woo! New 1 rep max.
Yee, nice job, man.
Woo! Good job today, man. Good job. You got a new 1 rep max.
Thank you. I gotta get that protein in though before I lose all my gains.
Yeah, man. You better hurry up. Nice.
Oh man, that workout was intense.
Good job, man. That was a good 1 rep max you got there.
30 grams.
Yeah? Let me get some of that after you.
60 grams.
Yo, how come you're putting so much protein up in there?
Dude, more protein equals more gains.
Nah, there's some definitely side effects of taking too much protein.
My whole life's been a lie.
Yo, in order to know about protein, you need to learn the history behind protein.
Yeah, man. Good kill.
Just provide for my family.
Nice.
Soy protein. Soy protein has been around for decades, but it wasn't until the 1900s when it's been introduced to America. In 1930, America became the leading producer of soy, but only used it as forage for the animals and fertilization for the plants. In 1941, soy was thought to be used as a grain, which was beneficial for soldiers during World War II because it was easy to get access to and contained high amounts of protein. There are 3 categories of soy. There are soy protein flour, soy protein concentrate, and soy protein isolate. Soy protein flour is the least refined form of soy. It has 50% protein composition and is usually used during baking goods, such as cupcakes, brownies, and etc. Another category of soy is textured soy flour, which is basically meat tenderizers. Soy concentrate was thought to be produced in the late 1960s and late 1970s. It contains 70% protein composition, which is the second best, and it's basically defatted soybeans, meaning that the fat is extracted from the soybean. You can usually find these kind of products in nutrition bars, cereals, and yogurts. Soy protein isolate is probably the best source of protein for soy products. It was created in the 1950s, which is kind of hard to believe because they came out with soy protein concentrate after soy protein isolate. Yeah. It contains 90% of protein compositions that could be found in sports drinks, sports beverages, and they have soy protein beverages as well. The benefits of soy. Soy is thought to benefit cardiovascular disease. It decreases LDL concentrations, increases LDL oxidations, which overall improves vessel elasticity, and soy products have been thought to reduce breast cancer.
Wait.
Hello.
Alright, ready, go.
Hello kids. There are 2 types of protein that come from milk. One being whey and 2 being casein. We're going to talk about the first, whey. Whey is curdled and strained from cheese, which comes from milk. Now there are 3 different forms of whey. You got regular whey, protein powder, 11 to 25%. And then you got concentrate, which is all the way from 25 to 89%. And then last, you have isolate, which is anything above 90% and has no lactate. So if you're lactose intolerant, good news for you. Cheers.
Nice.
Guys, so last time CJ talked to you about whey protein. Today I'm going to talk to you about the other protein that makes up milk, and that is casein. Casein contains 70 to 80% of milk's protein. Casein exists in what is known as a micelle. This is casein, this is a micelle. It is water adverse on the inside and water loving on the inside. So when it goes into the stomach, the micelle is digested and out comes the casein. This happens with all the different micelles, and all the casein are aggregates together. Because of this aggregation, it causes a slow digestive process, and it releases amino acids into the bloodstream slowly, which overall provides protein over a longer period of time. Yes.
Powders were first introduced in the 1940s. Many bodybuilders believed that high protein diets related to big muscle gains, but yet this wasn't quite proven by science yet. It wasn't popular because of the taste. It had really bad taste, but determined bodybuilders would endure that bad taste anyways, and it's actually a common belief that the worse it tasted, the better it was for you. 1970s became more popular because of the zero-carb proteins, and even companies started to make weight gainers for skinny teens to gain muscle. This could have been also influenced by the Atkins diet.
The Atkins diet. The Atkins diet was introduced in 1972 by Dr. Robert Coleman Atkins.
Professor,
Yes, you sir.
I thought it was introduced in 1992.
It became popular in 1992 because Dr. Atkins came up with the book, Dr. Atkins' New Diet Revolution. But it was really introduced in 1972. The diet goes against the belief that fat is what caused people to get fat. It actually restricted carbohydrates and encouraged fat and protein in order to lose weight. And you know what? It freaking worked. The Atkins diet consists of 4 phases. Phase 1 is known as the induction phase. During this phase, you're trying to get your body used to low carbohydrate intake. So your carbohydrate is less than 20 net grams per day, which mostly comes from fruits and vegetables. During this phase, you're also recommended to drink 8 glasses of water. And restriction on alcohol. Last 2 weeks. During this phase, the most significant weight loss is noticed, usually 3 to 7 kilos. The second phase during this phase, you're going to increase carbohydrate intake by 1/2 to 1 kilo per week. This phase is important because it's trying to figure out how many carbs you can take and still lose weight. And each week you're gonna increase your carbs until you are 2 to 5 kilos within goal weight. Pause.
3. And this is the maintenance stage. You want to maintain your weight, well, increasing your carb take. How do you do this? You will increase your carbohydrate intake by 10 grams a week, and you will measure your weight. Now, if your weight stays the same, you go the next week and increase it by another 10 grams. And you keep doing this until you gain weight. Next comes stage 4. And this is the lifelong maintenance. Now, after the pre-maintenance stage comes the lifelong maintenance stage, which is pretty much whatever you find that works for you, keep doing it. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle of restricting carbs. Now, the Atkins diet does not come without its own issues. Given in a short period of time, it might be a good way to lose weight, but over a long period of time, it increases your LDL cholesterol, which is very hard on the heart due to the high protein. Now, when you have high amounts of protein along with carbohydrates, the fiber and the carbohydrates counterbalances this. High protein also causes high protein without carbohydrates, to clarify, causes high blood pressure, gout, decreased calcium absorption, decreased vitamins, minerals, and fiber intake. Woo! All these protein sources have been popular at one time or another. However, there are some concerns with these products. For animal products, it's the amount of saturated fat intake. For soy, it's the high phytic acid that it contains. These levels of acid may prevent absorption of essential minerals. And for protein powders, no one really knows what else makes up the content. For all we know, we could be digesting 20% protein and 80% flour. Also, the price of these protein powder supplements is high, which could cause a decrease in sales. This brings me to the future of protein supplements.
In our opinion, chocolate milk is going to be the future of protein. Many studies have shown the benefits that chocolate milk may have for post-exercise recovery drink. This is believed because of the high protein and carbohydrates consumption content that chocolate milk contains. In another article, they found that milk consumption after endurance exercise impacted muscle protein fractional synthesis rate, signaling molecules of skeletal muscle protein turnover, leucine kinetics, and protein performance measures, which proves that chocolate milk has a positive effect as a post-exercise drink. Another article looked at the effects of chocolate milk and Another article looked at the effects of chocolate milk, soy chocolate milk, hemp chocolate milk, and regular milk. Results show that the beverages that contain chocolate has greater effects than those that don't, which brought us to the conclusion that something about chocolate activates the brain better and pushes one to perform to the best of their ability. So forget about spending lots of money on protein supplements, where chocolate milk has been proven to give the same amount of benefits. Thank you.